We as Christians can learn a lot from Jairus, the synagogue ruler, and the unknown woman who was suffering from internal bleeding for 12 years. Now, Jairus has just approached Christ and is begging him, pleading with Jesus to come and save his daughter who's dying. And Jesus, of course, being Jesus, decides to go with Jairus. And on the way, we are told of this woman who has been suffering from internal bleeding for such a long time, and no physician, nobody could really help her. And then in her heart, she believes that even if she were to just touch the hem of the garment that Jesus was wearing, even to just touch the hem, she believed that she would be healed. And she does. She presses through the crowd, and she pushes through the crowd, and she reaches and touches the edge of his garment, and she is healed. But then Jesus, being Jesus, knows that power has just gone out, and he actually stops and tries to locate who it was that touched him. And then the woman, she is a bit afraid because, Jesus is stopped on his tracks and going, "Who touched me? Come on now." And the woman finally confesses and tells in front of everybody, tells in front of the whole crowd what was happening and what was ailing her and how she was healed, because she simply touched the edge of Jesus' garment. And then Jesus, of course, again, being Jesus, says, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be free from your suffering." And it's interesting that, of course, she has received this healing, and she is obviously a joyful and liberated, released, and, happy woman. And then, of course, there's Jairus, who's going, "Okay, Lord, that's great, but what about my daughter?" And at that moment, we're told that a couple of people from Jairus' house comes and gives him the terrible news that his daughter has passed away. And they basically tell him, "Don't bother Jesus, don't bother the teacher now. It's all over, it's done." But then look at what Jesus says. "Don't be afraid, just believe." This is the message of Jesus, not just to Jairus, but to all of us. This is the message of Jesus, not just to the unknown woman, but to all of us. That if we have faith, if we believe, if we are not afraid, miraculous things can happen. Now, am I saying that this becomes a formula so that, we should all expect healing all the time and miraculous events all the time? That's not what I'm saying at all. But what Jesus is trying to teach us here is that if we believe in him, if we put our trust and our faith in him, we can expect miraculous things. Sometimes it could be miraculous healings. Other times it could be supernatural peace and comfort and the strength and the will to keep pressing on and moving on in life despite the tragedies that happen in life. So, dear Christian, I encourage you to pursue that relationship with Jesus. Pursue that getting to know him and him getting to know you. This doesn't just happen on Sundays, and it just doesn't happen if you do certain religious things or, put your check boxes in your list of things to do as a Christian. No, it doesn't happen there. Those things are not terrible. Those things are not bad in itself. But relationship needs to happen between you and Christ so that faith will grow in here. Not just knowledge and understanding up here, but faith will take root in your hearts. And then transformation will happen in your mind, and your spirit will be strengthened and renewed, and that you will have this faith that nobody and nothing can shake. And that's what Jesus is trying to teach us here. God bless you.